Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. When you're tuned in, you're with Lady Business and Give It to the People Radio, where you're going to get enlightened, enhanced, empowered, and enriched. Make sure that you always tune in to Give It to the People Radio.
And so I'm so happy today because we're at the Engagement Inclusion Summit and we're live. But while we're here, we're making the most use of our time. And I was standing in the hallway and Lizzie walked in and I said, hold up, let me just grab her so that this way I can get her on this podcast and she can tell us a little bit about her business because she is the one who won the $1,000 from Piedmont Business Capital for her business. So how did that feel even winning that money and competing against other people in the pitch mob competition?
Well, it felt amazing. First of all, thank you for having me.
Yes.
It felt amazing because I don't know if you know or not, but the first week, we had our pitch and everything, and I did not make it to the next round. I was devastated because I practiced. I said, this is what I'm going to do. And I actually ended up leaving some key data out as far as percentages and things like that. It was so many people in this world with eczema, but I needed to have a breakdown of who has eczema, how much we've been doing, just numbers. Yeah. Because numbers are important to business.
They are.
And I did not have any numbers in my presentation.
Okay.
Of course I have them. I just didn't present them. So I went home and I didn't get chosen. I was like, man.
Oh, no. I know. You know how I knew? Because the next day I saw your post that you put on social media. You put up a post that was something about like, not making it, but it was okay.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh no. And so, but then how did you feel once they told you, look, we still want you in it and for you to get into the next level of the competition?
I felt amazing because I didn't let it defeat me.
No, you didn't.
I took that defeat and I made it to where it drives me even more.
Okay.
I woke up the next morning and I was hungry.
Yeah.
I was hungry to just do something amazing. Since I didn't make it to the next round, I was like, okay, it's fine, just trying to make the best out of it because there's no point of being down about anything you can't change.
Yeah.
But when Karen emailed me, my whole day changed. I mean, it was already going great because I don't let little things like that, make my day not great. But when she emailed me, girl, I was so excited. I was like, yes, God, you are so good. Like, I just had to give thanks to him.
God doesn't make mistakes. And I think sometimes when people can see the passion that you have for your business, I also think that, let me just say this, because I was there, I saw your presentation. It wasn't just the passion that you had, but it was also, you did have numbers and statistics. And one of the things that I thought was impactful was you having organically being able to grow your social media following on Instagram to over 14,000.
Yeah.
When I looked at your Instagram feed, beautiful pictures, very professional images. Consistently having, things from customers where they're giving you testimonials and recommendations. So that was, in my opinion, one of those things where the other people that you were competing against did not have all of that. And so you, to me, had a very full package to be able to bring in addition to your energy, in addition to you not letting that get you down. I think that those were some powerful things. So you better work, girl.
I can agree with you. Thank you so much. I'm just so honored that they even thought about me enough to pull me as a wild card. And then I ended up taking that and changing my whole entire presentation up. Because I said, you know what? I didn't make it the first time. I'm not going to let that happen again. I literally wrote on my mirror that morning, I will win.
Oh.
And I had a pitch 2 years ago, maybe a year and a half ago that I did at the incubator in Pembroke at the Entrepreneurship Center. I won third place, but either way it goes, I said that morning, I will win.
Yes.
I kept saying it to myself and I kept telling myself kind affirmations. I treat my spirit kind and I was telling it kind things. And it just happened.
Oh, yeah, because I saw you when they said your name, and then he turned that check over, and you were just like a beam of light. And it was like one of those things where I think that, sometimes you look at things like you're the underdog, but the underdog is supposed to win sometimes. And I don't think necessarily that you were the underdog, but just not getting that first thing, but then getting that call back.
Yeah.
And then going through again, and then pitching again, and then being able to be the one that won. And I think that's an important thing. So for me, that tenacity and that just not letting it get you down, those things kind of resonated with people.
Yeah.
And, when you talked about things and asked people in the audience about if they had eczema, I have eczema. So I think that a lot of people could just relate in general. And to me, you were doing what essentially I think people want in business is to solve a problem. and so the problem was yours, but it's also millions of other people.
Yes.
So I think that was a good thing. So what have you done with the $1,000 that you've been able to win? Have you invested it back into the business?
I am currently doing so.
Okay.
So, I talked a little bit about changing my platform over from GoDaddy to Shopify.
Yes.
And, I thought that was something that was going to happen at least by the beginning of 2020.
Okay.
But it's actually in the works of happening by Black Friday.
You better Black Friday that and get that Shopify money.
Yes. I'm so excited about it. I mean, I know I read the article Karen had written the next day, and she was like, I got so emotional, like I had just won $1 billion. Well, that $1,000 could do so much in our business. I mean, yes, it doesn't pay for the whole entire switch over to go Shopify, but it supports it. It literally is just, that is just the highlight of my year right there. The highlight of the quarter.
But it makes it easier for you to do what you do. And that's one of the things that I could say that, when you talk about what Piedmont Business Capital does, being able to invest in women and minority-owned businesses, $1,000 to some people is nothing. They would sneeze at it like it's $1 or 25 cents.
Yeah.
But $1,000 to a small business can be life-changing.
Yeah.
And it's a catalyst to go from one place to another. And I think that was an important thing for you. And I'm glad to hear that you're being able to make those strides in your business.
Yes.
So thank you so much. Just tell them where they can find you online.
You can find us online on our website at www.productsbylizzie.com, or you can follow us on Instagram at Products by Lizzie, and that's LIZZIE.
Yep.
We also have a Twitter at Lizzie's Products, and you can also find us on Facebook at Lizzie's Products. And if you want to give us a call us at 336-818-3075. I'll be happy to answer any questions you have.
Y'all better get all of that contact information. Well, thank you so much for being on our episode today.
We
appreciate you. And then we're going to get back to the Engagement and Inclusion Summit. And if you're not here, you'll be able to see here, depending on where you're at on social media. We're recording some lives today, but you'll be able to play those things back. So if you're listening to this podcast episode a little bit later, then just go ahead and check on the page at Chisa Penix Brown, and we'll be able to let you see all of the goodies that you missed today. Thanks so much for coming out.
Thank you for having me. Bye.
Thank you so much for listening to Give It to the People Radio. Make sure that you follow us online at ladybusiness.com, LADYBIZNESS. We look forward to helping you grow, sustain, and maintain your business.